Why do our credit card seems to run us, not the other way around? Here are 5 easy habits you can adopt to keep your finances in check. Hi, Alex here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the most common credit card habits that can keep you out of trouble. These are the little things that we don't think about, but that often end up costing a lot of money. In less than 10 minutes, you will know what these habits are and how you can avoid them. If you are new to this channel, a warm welcome, and hopefully you'll find answers about credit cards, saving money, growing your income, investing, and saving for retirement. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, set up AUTOPAY for your bills. Have you ever felt a sudden feeling of panic when you realize that you had forgotten to pay a credit card bill? By setting your bills to AUTOPAY, you will not have to worry about this. The payments can be scheduled and then taken care of, resulting in less late fees and less stress. It's not just about your credit card account when it comes to the benefits of AUTOPAY. There are some companies that offer discounts if you use AUTOPAY. For example, Verizon, Xfinity, and many insurance companies offer discounts when you schedule payments in advance. The truth is that by making small changes now, you can save yourself hundreds of dollars over time. Well, I get it, it's hard to stay on top of recurring bills, especially when life gets busy. That's why setting up AUTOPAY for your bills is so important. It takes the hassle out of paying your bills and ensures you always stay current. Plus, you will never lose another bill in the shuffle again. To set up AUTOPAY, go online to your credit card company's website and sign on to your account. From there, you can link your card to a bank account or another card, so the money is automatically transferred from one to the other, which leads us to the next step, which is keep a budget. A sound budget is the foundation of every good financial plan. You need a budget to set financial goals, whether you are paying off bills or saving for a dream vacation. So to do that, you need to follow these simple steps. You start by calculating how much you make after taxes each month. You can use an average if your compensation varies, but the more accurate, the better. Be sure to consider other income sources such as alimony, child support, dividends, interest, and rental income. Knowing your income allows you to see where it is going. The next step is to calculate expenses. If you already have more expenses than savings, you have 2 options: increase your income or decrease your expenditures. Making more money is generally easier than cutting spending. Now, consider reducing what you can in your budget. Are you eating out less? What about fewer new clothes? If you are saving more than you are spending, that's great. It looks like you have savings. Congratulations. The question is, what should you do with this? Now, the best thing to do if you owe high interest debt is to pay it off. To save even more and pay the debt off faster, you may be able to consolidate it at a lower interest rate. Stick to your budget by reviewing it every week or every 2 weeks. By understanding your spending trend, what you need to change, and whether you're tracking your financial goals, you can make better informed decisions, which lends us to save more and spend less. If you got rid of your credit card debt during the pandemic, this is not the time to start spending again. Instead of spending, focus on saving. The coronavirus pandemic created a serious health problem and an economic crisis, which cost millions of jobs and resulted in Americans spending less and saving more. Savings as a percentage of disposable personal income leaped from 7.2% in December 2019 to a record high of 33.7% in April 2020. In just 1 month, March to April 2020, the savings rate nearly quadrupled. During the year 2021, Americans were so successful in cutting their spending that many had a surplus of cash. In fact, half of Americans who received a stimulus check in March 2021 say they plan to use it to pay down debt, according to a LendingTree report. By saving money, you ensure a more secure life and reduce stress, especially when you are faced with an emergency. By saving as much as you can also pursue your dreams. Saving more and spending less can have many benefits for you. It can be used for various purposes, such as setting aside cash for a down payment on a home, building a retirement fund, or creating an emergency fund. Spending less and saving more will enable you to achieve financial freedom, enabling you and your family to live the kind of life that you dream about. Putting yourself on the road to financial freedom isn't as simple as cutting spending in one place. Trimming costs and saving money may not be the same thing for everyone. Creating your own spend and save strategy means making sure you'll be able to follow it. That way you can be successful, which leads us to the next step: know your credit score well. Credit scores are more accessible now than ever, with so many credit card and other bills including scores on their statements. Having free access to credit scores and credit reports during the pandemic has helped many of us maintain or improve their credit profiles. The average FICO score was 711 in 2020, an 8-point jump from the previous year and the most significant increase since 2016, according to the Credit Bureau Experian. Although nearly 1 in 3 US consumers has a subprime credit score, this population has dropped by 12% since 2020, according to Experian. Subprime scores fall between 580 and 619, according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Whatever your score is, keep your momentum going by watching it closely. Check to see if you are eligible for free access to your credit score from your credit card company or other financial institution. Also, you can access each of your 3 credit reports for free weekly through April 22 at annualcreditreport.com. When you pull up your report, look for information that does not seem right. If there are signs of fraud, for instance, or believe there are things that are inaccurate, you should dispute that information right away. The credit score is probably the most important number in your financial life, and you can now check it online more easily than ever. A credit score gives you an idea of what products you might qualify for and what interest rate to expect before you apply for a new card, personal loan or mortgage. Checking your credit score regularly doesn't harm your credit. Even if you are not applying for credit, it's a good habit to have, plus you'll think about the next step, which is get an extra income. Guys, you can cut back and cut back some more, but sometimes you just have to find a way to increase your income when you're trying to build up a cash cushion to pay off credit card debt or prepare for future financial emergencies. When inflation erodes your savings, this becomes especially true. One way to fill the gaps is by finding a part-time job that allows you to save more and pay your bills. Becoming a contractor, freelancer or entrepreneur are all possible ways to earn income. You might consider renting out your home, tutoring online, or holding a garage sale. Earning additional income can alleviate some of that financial stress, even if you have a full-time job. You can change your life with a few hundred to a few $1,000s a month, whether you need to launch your startup, make new investments, or dig out of debt. Creating an additional income stream is no longer a luxury for those who care about financial security and ultimately want financial freedom. This has become a necessity. The key to ensuring you and your family's financial security is to diversify your income streams. This will help you to weather cycles of the economy and industry. You should consider creating at least 1 or more additional streams of income to generate cash flow if you relied on one source of income, such as a job or a business. You may wish to generate additional income streams through active or passive means. Depending on which income opportunity you choose, active or passive, some will pay you to do something that you love, that's active, while others will provide income with less work, which is passive. Diversifying your income streams among different companies will prevent major losses from occurring during downturns in one market while providing you with profits from upswings in another. Well guys, this is a not so obvious method of how the wealthy become and remain wealthy, which is unfortunately not taught to the masses. There is no magic involved, which is good news. There is nothing complicated about it. Step by step, you can create your next source of income, which can start bringing you income faster than you may realize it's possible. So get out there, use your imagination to start a flow of extra income now, today. Understanding these habits is essential to achieving financial goals. When implementing the wrong habits, putting in more effort only gets you to the wrong place faster. I've been immersed in the personal finance for some time now, and there is one piece of advice I think is generally accepted as true. Developing good habits will help you reach your goals. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to let me know in the comments if you got any value from this video. It's 2021, please subscribe, hit the notification bell if you aren't already, and I will see you soon.